Hey, hey, what's up, y'all? So, um, I've been coming to this cigar bar called Karma in Merrillville, Indiana. Show you how business is done, or lack of business sense, and how people don't respect customers. So this cigar bar, which honestly I actually like. I think it's a really nice place. This, that, and the other. So what last year, what me and what I did was I would come and I would watch Sunday night, come to watch Sunday Night Football and invite some friends and this, that, and the other. Just a kind of like a get ready for the work week, relax, chill on a Sunday evening, watch football, have a good stick, have a drink. I'm not a big drinker. Not even a big cigar smoker like that. I might have one cigar, maybe one drink, maybe two, depending on how long, on the game or whatever. Um, but Sunday Night Football. And so I want you, but they will close up on us in like, at like 8 o'clock. So everybody knows the Sunday Night Football starts at like 7 o'clock. So, a football game is usually like 2-3 hours or whatever. So we like in the first quarter, second quarter, or a little bit maybe past halftime, depending on how fast the gameplay went. And so sometimes they would stay open late, sometimes they wouldn't, this, that, and the other. But you got people, in here smoking, people coming in and out still, coming in during the game. And so, so this place, they actually saying, and it towards the end, it got kind of bad because they would close up like, we out. You know what I mean? Like 8 o'clock, we're closing. Maybe we stayed at 8:30, maybe 9 o'clock, but never a lot of times getting to see the whole game. So, it was one of the things that we would talk to the owner about, like, hey man, why are you, advertising watching the game, but you closing up before the game's over? What? You already got a money, but you still have people coming in. So this Karma Cigar Bar, and it's a long story. So, I said that this year we were gonna find somewhere else to go. And I'm talking about 5-6 people each time, different people, sometimes more, right? To where we would end up taking up a whole section or whatnot and create some different friendships and relationships, networking, whatnot. And those encounters for people who are first time cigar smokers or people who are in town, that are cigar smokers or whatever, they would come out, check out the game, have a couple drinks, whatever, and then, bounce. So this place, they posted because we kept saying that, it's like, wow, you can't even watch the whole game. So this place posts some photos that, I end up getting tagged in, after having a conversation with the owner. And so I asked a simple question. So I'm going to get to this. Where is it post? I think it's this one right here. I'll tell you in a second. Nope, that's not it. So you see they advertising smoke, drink, football. Come in and watch all your favorite, games in style. But you're not even letting us watch the complete game, right? I'm going to find the right one here. I think it's this one in. Let's see. Yes. So I ended up getting tagged by a friend of mine who would come. So it literally says smoke, drink, football, come in and watch your favorite game in style. And then I'm going to show you guys, it says, football to smoke, drink, relax while you watch your favorite team in style. And then it posts the schedule of football games. So Sunday Night Football is what we like, just like Thursday Night Football. And then got a few hashtags. So as you can see, it got like 9 likes or whatever. And then I get tagged. Let me show you how business owners screw up. So I get tagged, and you see my name right here in the tag, Ryan Hodge or whatever. So, so I post, hopefully we can watch the entire Sunday Night Football game. And then you can see what they posted. Ryan, when we extend our hours, we want our customers to have understanding our doors can be open for extended hours when their spending reflects and the employees are taken care of in tips. Tips? Now, I'm not a type of person that don't tip, but especially coming from a service industry, You know, I worked in restaurants, worked in the casino, you know, I worked in delivery business, things like that. So I understand that more than anybody else. But really, I'm expected to tip? That means I'm not. You know, and I'm like, you know, tag them, tips come from great service and should not be, you know, expected nor counted upon, which is why it's actually called gratuity, which is gratitude for great service. You know, and I explained the NFL game last, you know, about 3 hours. Monday night, Thursday night, Sunday night games begin around 7, therefore closing at 8 on a Sunday typically doesn't, you know, get to halftime show. It doesn't get to the halftime show. You know, or and if you want to guarantee tip, aka gratuity, you know, the employers, they should consider giving them, you know, you should consider them giving them commission on what they spent. You know, now this place charges $12 for a 2-ounce shot and $14 for like one of those like 8 to 10 ounces bottle of wines, right? $14, right? So then they respond, if you want us to extend our hours, we simply expect the individual to spend over $25. It's fair to us. And you know, I get it. You understand, your business got to make money to stay open. But if I only spend, I might have a cigar, might have a stick and a beer, whatever. So my bill may, you know, beer is like $5, you know, like a domestic bottle, right? Or $6, something like that. So a $10 stick or whatever, plus that's $16. And if I got, if 5 or 6 or 7, 8 other people came and they're doing the same thing, me personally represent about 30 people, about a couple $100, 150, 200, 300. That's just my little crew, not the other people that's there, right? So, so I respond back, you know, Karma Cigar Bar, how about I just stop driving past 2 cigar bars that will absolutely love for me to promote and bring in new smokers and appreciate the fact that customers spend more money when they're made to feel appreciated. Like I've done for Karma, basically for free. Basically, I've been putting money in your pocket and now I see the thanks that I get, right? You know, listening here is, you know, it's clearly, you know, I know I'm only one person. I go to explain that all the different people that I've brought in, over 50 new people to your place of business that spend really good money. I'm not a big drinker, but they are. Problem is, even though you won't listen because it's your right, you know, we've had these conversations, right? That a person spending $100, $200 worth of in your drinks, I think that, you know, whatever, they should have a little privileges in your establishment, you know. But the focus is only on the dollars. So any business that focuses strictly on the dollars is doomed for failure. That's just been a known thing. It's like the golden rule, like King Midas, right? You know, when everything he touched turned to gold. And what happens when you touch somebody you love? They turn to gold, so they're no longer in existence. So I'll scroll through so you can read this. As a business consultant, this is what I do. I've seen grand opens and grand closings, you know, because people don't want to listen. You know, he has a nice place, but pig-headed. Anyway, I'm going to tell you why I got to doing this. And I wasn't going to do this, but I'm just scrolling through so you can read this. So just in case they deleted, which I'm surprised they didn't, seeing the fact this was done a few weeks ago, last 6 months or so. And, you know, being kicked out in the middle of the game, I go to explain all over again. What needs to happen is you really need to sit back and reflect and really think it's closing during a game that you're advertising, come watch. But you didn't say come watch half the game, you know. I think you should pay your people a legitimate wage and not have them determined on a freaking tip. People will tip when they get good service. So here's Karma. We're and I finally said I'm not responding anymore. We're paying very good, but can't make individual happy. At the end of the day, I'm running a business, paying wages. If individuals spend money, then I have no problem. But when an individual, and you see all the dollar signs, so we see the focus, right? And it goes. I can't argue with you, so I'm going to stop conversating here. But the crazy part is, I was like done with the conversation after I sent this, and this was sent 2 weeks ago, and today is Friday, September the 21st, right? So today's Friday night, and you know, went to a high school football game, and one of my other friends went to high school football. I said, hey, let's go have a cigar. We're gonna come here, have a cigar, have a drink, and then bounce, right? So I walked in, and people was like, hey man, I hadn't seen you in a while, because I stopped coming. You know, we're in the third week in NFL, and they hadn't seen me. You know, which is something that we've been doing. So what's been happening is I've been talking to, you know, going to other cigar bars and watching the games, this, that, and the other. Because you know what? I was driving past a cigar bar to come here. right? Like literally one is like 6 minutes from my house to go like 20-25 minutes because it's a central spot to other people, you know, who business owners I have business meetings with, or, you know, connect and network and grow relationships. So tonight he walks up to me while I'm talking to one of my clients, or one of my past clients. He doesn't do any parties and anything. I used to help him promote his parties. And he says, and so he understands what I do. And, you know, he says, I need to talk to you for a minute. I'm like, all right, cool. Let me finish this conversation real quick. And then he comes back with this post. And he's literally like, we need to talk about this. And I'm like, well, what do we need to talk about? I explained what I had to say. And he said, you need to apologize. I'm like, I'm not apologizing to you for writing this post, something that I think is true. And he said, if you don't apologize, then you need to leave my business, you know, place of business. I was like, you know what? Not a problem. Even though I thought it was a very dumb move. Right? Because now the person I came with, you know, I met up here or whatever, now they like, I'm out. And then the people I'm sitting with, it's just so funny because one of the guys was just talking about, like, man, this place is crazy. This owner doesn't understand business. And I'm like, I've had the same exact conversation. And now you got people that's talking about opening. He's creating this competition. And that's crazy because now you got people talking about opening their own cigar bars. Now, what is he going to do? When people, you know, that's what happens. When you're the only game in town, you can get away with being a jackass. Yeah, you know, Darren, you're not smart when doing business. But yeah, maybe you got the money like other people. Maybe somebody doesn't have the money, so you are able to open up a nice place. And then I start thinking back to the different times, the bad experiences I had, instead of all the good experiences I had and all the business connections I had, all the tips that I've left, all the money that I spent. I wish that I could have him pull up my name and stuff in his register and just show every night, and all the people that's been with, because we have, you know, not accounts, but, you know, run a tab, so it's in this little computer system, and then pull up their spend. And I guarantee you, I've spent way more money than he believes, but he doesn't understand that one person can equal $200 to $300 by not actually spending it. That's a big deal. I mean, it's not a lot, but that's just a big deal. But to post this, you spend $25? I mean, that's not a big number, but Jesus Christ. I'm a business owner. And then you want me to apologize for telling the truth? If I went to Starbucks, which is across the street from your place, or I went to, you know, the grocery store or Myers or a restaurant, and I had a bad experience, I have a right to write about it, but they don't, you know, I can't come back unless I apologize. If I come back, it's either I'm giving you another chance to right your wrong. But now I'm officially done. Even though I was kicked out, but, you know, so I guess I am officially done, but now I'm really done. Like, I wouldn't even think about coming here no more. Like when I do Uber or whatever, and play, hey, you know, in cigar bars, I guarantee I'm telling about other places in Northwest Indiana. When you got the really nice spot, and that's what happens. I was in the Golden Leaf, and they were talking about people who start coming there because of this place, because of the bad experience they had with ownership. I mean, it's just crazy. But, you know, sometimes it's what people need to get. But, so now I'm not, you know, I didn't even know, but it's just, this is so funny to me. And because this is what you're advertising. Smoke, drink, smoke, drink, smoke, drink, football, . Come in and watch all of your favorite games of style. Maybe you said come in and watch the beginning, not the end. You know, football changes. You know, you could be up. You know, hell, the Falcons was up on the Patriots, and you know, because he says, hey, we closing up at 8:00, we don't get to see the end. By the time you get home, the Patriots didn't won a Super Bowl. That's kind of crazy. But this is what happens. This is what bad business. So this is karma. So I'm not coming in no more. And, you know, and I would advise other people, if you're going to watch the game, you might want to rethink that. Now, maybe if it's in the day, Saturday afternoon for college football, or Sunday afternoon for NFL, or because they close up on Sundays at 8:00. And I've even told them, I said, why don't you look at your hours? If you're gonna do game stuff, why don't you literally look at the schedule of times when you got especially in the Chicagoland, you got the Cubs, the Bears, the White Sox, the Blackhawks. When you have them teams playing, or Notre Dame, playing a Saturday night football game, or you have, or Indiana or Purdue or Northwest, and you got some of these, the teams that, the bigger schools that are around here, you might want to stay open later. Period. And you let your employees know this is the time that we're closing. If they can't make it, you need to get new employees. Not you got to go at 8:00, last call, we're done. And even if you do last call, say last call. But y'all can stay and watch to the end. And you can start doing your little thing, you clean up. And so when the clock strikes 0:00,